Hi. Welcome back to Christy's World. It's been a minute. I haven't done a business video in a long time, and it's time. You got me going, spending time and time again. As you can see, I'm in my home office, and this is where I come to when I just want to think or when I really want to concentrate with my work. This is where I come. This is my hideout. But today I haven't done anything serious. Today is on a Friday, and it's around 11 a.m. This morning session, I woke up and I was just catching up on an episode of Money Heist. Yeah, I'm among the late bloomers. You come late. I haven't watched Money Heist. I remember the hype about it, but now I started it a week ago, and currently I'm on the third. This season 3. They are calling it part 3. Each part has, I think, maybe about 10 episodes. So yeah, I'm on part 3, and I can't seem to take my mind off the series. It's such a hot series because even as I sleep, I'm thinking about it. Today, actually at 11, I was supposed to have a meeting, a virtual meeting with my web guy, with my website guy. Sometimes we talk. There are some things that we were supposed to talk about today, but he hasn't shown up. We don't live in the same country. Yeah, where he lives is 2 hours behind me, but we had scheduled a meeting. He hasn't shown up to now. I wanted to have like a 2-hour meeting with him, and then I rushed to town for another like 2 to 3 hours, and then my day would be complete. Yeah, so there's some updates that I needed on the website, and we already started doing it. I showed you in my last vlog. We were going about we started like shooting, taking professional images to revamp the whole website thing and such. It's a long, tiring process, and I know it will take something that will take time to be able to build a good catalog. It will take time, yeah, and okay, I'm willing to invest that time and energy because it's more like a future project for me. It's something I want to do. I want to have some kind of an Amazon in my own little ways. So the plan is there, but of course I need people like maybe him. I need a team that I can work with to bring that dream into reality. Yeah, and that's all. That's what I'm trying to do right now. The other updates, I don't know if I should share these updates, but my other update is with yeah, I'm going back to school. I'll share that, maybe not in this video. I'll talk about it in a separate video. Yeah, like going back to school video. I'll share about the details, the background, and all that, and the reason why I have decided to do it right now, or why the time is now right. Yeah, so for now, what's the other update? The other update is you can always remember to purchase jewelry, good quality jewelry from my online shop. Like for instance, you can see these earrings that I'm wearing. This one is from a set. It's from a certain set in my jewelry set, and it's actually I'm one of those people who have metal allergies, so I'm very careful when selecting jewelry. It's always so hard for me to like wear street necklaces or just jewelry that I pick up from anywhere without being sure of the quality. So if I wear something that is not of good quality, I'll definitely have an itchy. I'll develop it can transform into a wound. So I always know. I've always learned to spot quality when I see it when it comes to jewelry, or when I see it or when I use it. So I've been enjoying wearing some of the pieces, some that I took for myself from that collection, and this is one of them. It's my favorite stud earring so far currently, because I rock it anytime. I can even forget and sleep with it and nothing happens to me. I can bathe wearing it, no fade, no irritation, no nothing. So yeah, promote your girl. I'm gonna link that the link to my website. And my ring light went off all of a sudden. So what I'm saying is, it's because I'm using my laptop to power it. So what I'm saying is, you can purchase some pieces of jewelry from the online store. You'll be sure to get your item delivered as ASAP within the same day, within 24 hours of your order, and you'll come back and tell me how you've enjoyed wearing the pieces, because yeah, it's something I'm confident about, that it will serve you well. So this also is a ring that I've been wearing from the collection. This is also my ring. So when I got engaged, I didn't I wasn't given a ring, Mm. Yeah, some Kenyan men though, they don't like go down on your knees, give a girl a ring, something that I love. So I decided to have mine. Mine came late, and this is part of it's part of the whole my jewelry collection. So there are these strings and more. I'm sure you saw me unboxing them in a previous video somewhere. I'm going to link it. Is it here or here? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to link it. And the other thing is obvious, if you're doing business in Kenya, all of us understand that we are going through a rough time for all small businesses. So this is just like an encouragement that you're not alone. We are going through it, all of us. We just stay motivated. Maybe we just keep the passion. No, if you're passionate about what you're doing, or you have future plans and dreams about what you're doing, you still keep on moving. You still keep on giving it your best as we wait for the tough times. Tough times don't last, I believe so. So we will soon be back to where we were some maybe 2 years ago, when maybe the economic environment of our country was okay. I believe it's the whole COVID situation that has caused so many people to become economically disempowered, or what do I call it, disempowered. And so the circulation of money in the country the circulation is low. So that means everyone gets affected in one way or another. So it's a normal phenomenon. We just have to hold on as we wait for things to get better in the future. So right now, what you do is put on measurements to improve your business and get prepared for that time when it comes. Right now, that's all we can. Yeah, I'm saying that now that you are not busy like with maybe sales and all that, it's not like before. But what I do when I'm going through a low season, I take that time for myself now, because I'm not occupied with maybe orders and all that. So I take that time now to reorganize myself in the background. Like that's the time I take to make sure that I organize maybe the shop section of my social media pages. I create maybe the content that I'm going to use over a long period of time. That's the time you take to maybe take better photos of your items. That's the time you take to research more about the items. That's the time you take to maybe talk to one or two people who know things about the whole digital space and all that. Like now what I'm doing with my tech guy. That's the time actually you take to learn things that you always wanted to know, but you don't know, or you never had time to learn, because maybe that time you were busy chasing orders, chasing customers and all that. So now when you're not so busy, that's when now you learn. You take time to learn those things. Take time to learn how you can maybe customize your Facebook shop, and how you can maybe find out people that can help you maybe create something like a storefront, a website, even the simplest ones. That's the time you take time now to know how to connect the two, to learn, to watch videos and all that. I've realized it's not so hard, but it needs your time, your patience to learn these things. So I'm willing to help someone. If you need help on that part, just feel free to reach out to me. If it's something that I cannot help, I'll refer you to someone that can be of help. The other thing I would like maybe to advise is you try to be on as many platforms as possible. If you have your own social media platforms, like social media, for sure it has become so flooded when it comes to the whole retail space. And you can actually, you diversify, you go to other platforms. Nowadays there are so many. There's Jumia, there's Gigi. Even Gigi is a good platform, I won't lie. I've been able to sell a few items on Gigi. You make sure you're on other, if you can have a website. Now through the website, that's when now you learn to do other things like put up Google ads and all that, which is where now I'm headed to later on. When I have built a good catalog, I'll be able to use maybe Google ads for the first time. I don't know how to do it, but I'm sure it's not hard, and if you have people to help you around, you can actually do it. What's the other thing? Yeah, so such things, I feel like taking time sometimes to tell this to someone who may be somewhere alone, wondering how people do these things. How do you connect this? The whole digital world is so confusing when it comes to a startup. Yeah, so that's why I take time to maybe discuss something new that I've learned. I discuss it with someone, and then they'll be able to share the knowledge to someone else. Something that has really worked for me in the past few days. So I'll just do my work during the day, and maybe in the evening I walk around the estate, around my locality. I take a walk, like it's at leisure. You walk as you exercise, as you meditate, as you think. So that also helps to open up your mind, to relax your mind. If you're stressed, if you're stressed, there's no, like, you look at your work, your job, your business, things are not going on so well. So what do? There's no need of sitting down and just getting stressed over it, as long as you know that you're giving it your best. So relaxing your mind is self-care. It's important. And you thought you have everything figured out, you realize no, you can never plan for everything. So so relaxing is another self-care tip. Okay, something else in line with what I was talking about, like being productive. Even if you work from home, it's advisable. There's a reason why there are offices or working spaces, because the moment you're in your working space, I think it programs your mind into work mode. It's not the same as when you're maybe sitting, or you're in your bedroom, or you're in the couch. Maybe you're sitting and maybe talking to customers or trying to put up a post or anything. That time you're not actually as creative, or you don't concentrate as you would do when you're in a workspace. Your mind, it's psychological. Wake up in the morning, do what you need to do, your morning routine, and then freshen up and dress up like you're going to work. That works. That really works. If you try, even if you're working from home, if you try to work with your pajamas, trust me, you won't be as productive or even happy about the work that you've done as it would be when you dress up. You don't need like to dress up like really you're going anywhere, but freshen up, get out of your pajamas or your normal home clothes, and try to just wear something, something that tells your mind now it's time for work. That's something that works for a lot of people, and if you've not tried it, please do so, whether you're home or not. And also, when you're dressed up, you're ready for the, if something comes up, you're ready to move. You're ready to, it's psychological, and it really makes you more productive on that day. You're ready to move, even if sometimes you find yourself, you need to do something. Like, for instance, today, let me give an example. Sometimes, like before, I used to have like the Jumia orders. They were more consistent. Now they are not. But I often get them maybe once. I could get maybe two. Today I wake up, there's an order, and if I had not planned to go to town, I won't go until the next day, because after all, the orders, you drop them within 48 hours after the order. So you're safe within the first 48 hours. So, but if something comes up, but the more you delay, like today's on a Friday, and I've received an order today and I'm going to drop it today. I won't wait for tomorrow. I'll do it today simply because I'm on the move. I knew I want to, I'll be I'll be working, and if something comes up, I'm on the move. I won't have to, like, I'm in my pajamas, something has come up, oh, let me now go shower, start wearing my clothes. So that alone discourages your productivity rate, and I'll tell you why. In relation to such orders like those, if if maybe that order came in today, it's most of those orders I receive them and they are already paid for. That's an express, like, if you deliver within the maybe you deliver the same day, it increases your chances of being paid faster. I mean, like, the orders that I've maybe sent this week, I'll receive payment next week on Wednesday. Yeah. But if I delay that order and I tell myself tomorrow is a weekend, maybe it doesn't count, I wait until now Monday to deliver, I'll still delay. I delay like payments. Now I'll have to wait until the other week to receive payment. But if I deliver today, the likelihood is that tomorrow that item will be shipped to the owner, to the customer, and I'll be able to receive payments on Wednesday at the same time as I received there for the other orders that are within this week. You know, so if you postpone things, they still work against you, and that's why being ready and on the move sometimes helps, because it's still part of work. So that's how I view it. But when you're not ready, even psychologically, you tend to postpone things. You tend to postpone, or even you're postponing ends up maybe canceling something that you could have earned on that day. Because some things, when you postpone, it becomes like something that is cancelled. That money is available on that same, that time, if you could do it on a timely manner. But if you postpone, maybe it's cancelled, or maybe now the next day, maybe that person doesn't even need that thing anymore. So it depends with what you're doing. So getting ready just helps in one way. I'm still sharing my tips, my 2021 tips. you know um something that I've something else is, do not underestimate uh, writing down needs, or something that maybe a customer ever mentioned to you that they need. Just write it down. It doesn't hurt, because when you go back and refer to that book, you realize that you don't even need to keep on, like, advertising so much, or maybe trying to convince people to, or anyone, like, buy this and this. The people who actually needed that thing are the first people that you'll talk to, and you let them know, you create awareness to them that this product is now available, and they're the first people who will probably buy the items, and you won't need to be left now looking for new customers, or maybe paying for ads and all that. So sometimes you go back to the book that you write, go back to that book and start checking who wanted this style or this kind of an item at a particular point. Just reach out to them and tell them, hi, this item, you once wanted this item, now it's available, kindly let me know if you still need it. So that's what I've learned really works sometimes. Instead of now taking time to maybe keep on, like, advertising, take some time off, even if it's one day. Just tell yourself, today I'm not even, like, you know marketing or anything. I'm just going to talk to customers who needed a certain thing, and that thing also works because I've seen it work. Sometimes you may advertise and maybe you don't get as much feedback as you would have wanted to, but someone who was already interested is more likely to be interested in that item. If they're in a position to buy, actually they're going to make your first batch of customers. That's another thing that I've realized. Do not take it for granted. Writing down details and the kind of items someone mentioned to you that they need. Something else that I've learned, no, it's not even a matter of 2021, but it's something that I learned, and I hope to be able to put it into practice when things are okay, when things are better, is that you can only do so much as a person. You can only do too much as an individual, and that's why people have, that's why teamwork is good. That's why companies, or all those, big businesses have teams, because as a single person, you can only do so much. Combined effort from different people is what makes, the whole thing of teamwork makes dreams work. Yeah, in line with that, and that's something I was talking briefly with my tech guy. He mentioned to me something that that stuck with me, that as a person you can only do too much, but if you can automate your systems, they can work for you instead of you always being there to do it. That sunk so deep. It may take time actually to like automate, business systems or all that, but it's something I deeply believe in, that if you can automate operations, you will be able to do so much that could have needed 50 people to do, or you'll now be able to do an infinite number of things that you alone could not be able to do. That's why putting in place the right systems, automated systems, of course, to reduce the whole labor cost and all that, human power and all that, human labor. Putting down systems is very important in this 21st century that we are living in. Everything is going digital. We are living at a time when everything is just it's digital. So the more you're able to automate your systems digitally, the better for you in the coming years. I honestly believe I'm a true believer of that. It's not as easy as it sounds to automate systems, but I believe it's something that takes time, and with the right help, the right people, the right team, you can be able to do it. People like Jeff Bezos, those ones did it. People like all those whatever, the Alibaba guys and whatever, AliExpress, all those people did it. And also you can also be able to automate your systems so that they work for you. You will later on just be someone, you just be managing, manage the overall thing, but now the systems will be working for you. Things that you would not be able to do as an individual, or things that would take you forever or a lot of time and human labor to accomplish when there are no such systems in place. I hope someone is getting my points. I'll end this video here. I hope you've learned something. As we continue sharing more on my business part of the playlist, I'll keep on sharing the new things that I learn, because I believe there will always be someone who will come across something that will help them, even if it's just at one point. I'm glad to share as we move on. That's all I had for today. This brief video that came to my mind just randomly. It may not be the most organized video, but I believe that you've gotten something out of it. So I'm going to now do my short meeting and then proceed with the rest of my day. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button right now. Yeah, don't leave this video without subscribing. Also, tell someone, if you like the contents of this video and would love me to make more and more of such videos, like it or comment so that I can be able to know that you actually loved it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. I wish you all the best in your endeavors. I wish you all the best in your startups and everything that you're doing to change your life for the better. Wish me luck too. Bye.